Alright, at this point I've become completely obsessed with Bitcoin. No, I'm not going to buy any and risk losing my cash in this bubble. But here's the update. I just did some math and I think the Bitcoin market cap is greater than 2 billion. I don't know, the price is real time, so I had to go check. That site Bitcoin Charts or whatever isn't worth crap. They don't update their graphs regularly, so you kind of have to do the math on your own. And so Bitcoin's market cap is greater than 2 billion. Well, what does that mean? You multiply the price by the number of Bitcoins. So last I checked, the number of Bitcoins was 11.008 million Bitcoins in circulation, and then you multiply that by whatever it is now, the price. I think last time I checked it's in the high 180s. So to put this into perspective, the market cap of Bitcoin is now greater than the GDP of Liberia, which is a country, down on the west coast of Africa, a really poor one, but there's a lot of people there. So this whole market is now worth than the entire economy of a country that has about 4 million people. So this is big news for the bubble. I still think that we are in stage 3 of the bubble, which is euphoria, or as I like to call it, mania. And this is, the really accelerating. The common people are starting to get in it. The news is going nuts over it, and the sheeple are really getting in, and they're going to the slaughter. It's always the early adopters that win in the bubble. I still know a kid he's been into this Bitcoin stuff for a while. I remember looking at it in the first bubble and saying, well, yeah, that's going to be a big collapse there, and it was. That the breakout back in 2011, that kind of coincided with the silver collapse too. I think it was a month after the silver collapse of 2011. So the bubble is definitely accelerating. So let's see what country is next on the list. I'm looking at the IMF GDP figures. So if we go to 2.168 billion, it will be larger than the Central African Republic. And then it just goes up from there. Before long, if it can get up to, let's see, if we get to 8 billion, then it's the Bahamas. And of course, none of this exponential growth will continue. The music will always stop. I'm just looking to see, once the key metrics turn around, then it's going to collapse unless somebody comes in and decides to rescue it and keep the bubble going. There's only so much spare money people have to dump into this thing. It's a fictional economy right now. I'm supportive of Bitcoin, but why would you start this speculative bubble? It doesn't do you any good in the long term. You want to have, the goal is to have a stable currency, but now it's just pure speculation. It's bankster type stuff, just looking to make a quick buck. What a shame. Hopefully too many people won't be scared away after this bubble pops, but they will be, because it took a while for it to recover after the 2011 crash. People think because Bitcoin doesn't have any flaws that manipulating the exchanges is gonna not do anything, because that's where they got him, as the exchange. They just take out the exchange, and that's what ruins it. I'm tired of people coming on it and saying that Bitcoin has no flaws. Every currency has a flaw. You kind of got to get over it. I know that everybody's in mania mode right now, because that's how the bubble is. It's driven by the psychology of being afraid of being left behind. That's really what it's, driven by. It's greed, and then fear is what moves the market. So that's the current state of affairs. Bitcoin has a higher market cap than the GDP of a country of 4 million. What a joke.